Well, if District 10 wants to continue to be a strong and respected school, it needs to be able to compete with the other districts. I've done a small part by working very hard the last 4 years to strengthen our schools and our district's relationship with the community. I've had many late nights until 2 or 3 in the morning preparing for board meetings, many phone calls and emails to the IASB looking for clarification and verification because I have no desire to be a rubber stamp. One of my task's strongest assets in this goal of keeping our district competitive is our sense of community, the dedication of our parents and their kids. That's actually the big part. I see, everybody here because they want to have a voice, and they don't want to be. You don't want to be a rubber stamp, and you wouldn't vote for one. So you have the one election of 4 uncontested positions, then you have the real election of 3 people running for 2 positions. You got very talented people here who are all in for the right reason. I think the town is really going to be a winner for this. So thank you for coming.
So thanks for your time and coming out. I know everyone is extremely busy, but I think to be informed about the folks who are running for any elected office is important. So I learned a whole lot tonight, and one of the biggest things I learned is similar to what Marty just said, that we're going to be in good hands no matter what. I think that whoever gets elected, I think they're high quality candidates. So I appreciate your consideration. I would bring a collaborative approach to the board if I were elected. I think I could hit the ground running, but I think either way, you're going to be in good hands with the decision making. Folks who are going to work together, they're going to listen to each other. It's not always the case on school boards across Illinois and across the country. So thank you for your time and your consideration.
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to answer your questions and explain myself to you. I've had a great experience on the board so far. It is truly something I appreciate being a part of. I'd love to stay on it. I've learned a lot in the last several months. I think there's a lot more to learn. There's a lot more coming. Superintendent Bennis is a wonderful superintendent. He's got great ideas. He's got great goals. I appreciate being part of what I've been already, and I hope that I can continue to be part of it. Thank you.
I think I would be a good addition to the school board for being a part of District 10 Education Foundation. I volunteered with that and attended their events. I've worked in the district as a substitute teacher and kind of seen the inside perspective, the day-to-day runnings of how the schools work. I volunteer in the community. I've done a lot of work with the PTO. I have a background in elementary education. I have good communication skills. I work well with other people, which I think is very important to be on the board. And I think most importantly that I would put the kids first and foremost. The kids of this district, I think, are the most important thing here that we need to stay focused on. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody for their support in my last learning curve of the last 9 months, and also for the support of candidacy. It's been quite the ride, and it's been a great one, so I'm very fortunate to be in this position. Being in Itasca for 10 years, my favorite thing to do is come to meetings and people tell me, I lived here for 50 years, 60 years, 4 generations. It's an amazing, amazing town, and I'm really glad to be a part of it. I personally advocated for young children for the last 8 years across DuPage County, King County, other ones, and then throughout the state of Illinois. And now to be able to do it here and support the kids in our town, my children, my children's friends, our neighbors, everybody else, I just feel very blessed to be able to do that. And I look forward to learning more over the next 4 years. And I want to thank the ones who are moving off the board for your support and your all that you've taught us. So thank you all.
I think we should give our candidates a big round of applause. I also want to thank the EAI, the Support Staff Union, and the PTO for hosting this event. If you're interested in joining League of Women Voters, please see me. We thank you for coming out and participating in your democracy. Be sure to share what you've learned with others and vote on April 4th. Thank you.